G'day guys, Ron here from Osborne Digital Marketing. Today we're going to discuss what is Black Hat SEO. Let's jump straight into it. Okay, so essentially what you can see right in front of me is the Google Search Central. Now what this is this houses all of the Webmaster Guidelines. So Webmaster Guidelines are basically guidelines that tell individuals what's okay and not okay according to Google. Now, Black Hat SEO is when you don't adhere to these guidelines. So when you go outside the boundaries of what Google said is okay practices to do. So what exactly is Black Hat SEO? Black Hat SEO can be a number of different things. So it's just mainly where you're going against what Google has said is accepted. So it's what's against general accepted practices. So doing Black Hat SEO can be something along the lines of your keyword stuffing. So you're talking, let's say you're trying to rank for a plumber in Miami. So you're like, plumber in Miami is a great plumber in Miami because he's the best plumber in Miami because he's an amazing plumber in Miami. Ain't no plumber in Miami better than this plumber in Miami. That's keyword stuffing. If you build links that are from PBN, so private blog networks, that's considered Black Hat. If you pay for links, so paying for backlinks is considered Black Hat. Okay, so if you're actually going to a service, a link building service, and then paying money to have links built, that's considered Black Hat. That's something that should be avoided. So other things such as white text, so hiding your text. So let's say you've got like right here, you've got a white background, and you write, we're trying to rank for, again, Miami plumber. So we just write Miami plumber, and we just put that there 15 times, and then we paint the text white. So it's hidden. So that's another thing. Link cloaking. That's a big thing. Spun content and duplicate content. Okay. So there's generation of fake social profiles. All of these types of things are classified as Black Hat SEO tactics. It's not advisable to do them. Okay. When the reason individuals lean on the Black Hat SEO side of things is because it's easy. There's a lot of pros to doing Black Hat SEO. So the pros of Black Hat SEO is that it gets done quicker. You see results a lot faster than you would if you do White Hat SEO. So you can pay for a ton of links. To build 100 backlinks to your website is going to take months. If you do that organically, it's going to take a long time. But if you do that with Black Hat tactics, you can have 100 links built within a couple of weeks. Very, very possible. So that's why it's a quick fix. However, there's also a lot of cons to Black Hat SEO. And guys, if you're enjoying this video, please do me a small favor and smash that like button while we're on it. Thank you. So back to the cons of Black Hat. What you will find is that a lot of the results that you achieve in the short term, they'll be wiped out. So we run a couple of test websites and we play with this stuff all the time. We do different tactics to try and always see what's going on with Google. Google just recently updated their latest Core Web Vital update, and we're trying to figure out what it's rewarding, what it's not rewarding. So we have a ton of test sites. And what we find is when we apply Black Hat principles to said test sites is that they get results super quickly. But after month 3, they drastically drop. Google figures out that what was done was not legitimate, and it penalizes a site. And that's a really bad con. If you ever get penalized from Google for your website, you're in serious trouble. It's a big red flag. And you can get penalized by having Black Hat tactics in your SEO campaign. That'll hurt your website. If your website gets pulled from Google because you've breached the Webmaster Guidelines, you can be in trouble, a lot of trouble. And when it comes to the reason for all of this is back in 2012, I think it was, when Penguin came out, the Google Penguin update. You used to be able to just build links to anything and everywhere, and they all had essentially the same amount of authority. So it was the glory days of SEO. But then Google released this update, and they continuously improve this update to monitor and ascertain and identify what exactly is wrong, what a good link is, what a bad link is, if it's natural, if it's not natural. That's what they're trying to figure out. So there's a lot of cons. There is a lot of cons. And another thing that will happen, you'll find with Black Hat SEO is, again, let's back to the example of we wrote Miami plumber, Miami plumber, Miami plumber. If an individual then was to go on to that type of page and see that it wasn't relevant, or it was a cloaked page, that really hurts the user experience. There's a good reason that Black Hat SEO is not advisable. Don't recommend it. Like I said, we tried on our test sites to identify the boundaries, but we never ever implement it on our client sites. We never take that risk. Any of our actual own sites that are money sites, no, you just don't do that. So I've hoped that I've answered that question, guys. You stick to white hat. Black hat's cool to know about, but it's not advisable to do it. Make sure that you focus solely on white hat. Sometimes you will need to go into the grey hat areas where it's okay, not okay, it's sitting on the fence, bit of Humpty Dumpty. That's where you need to use your intuition. Let me know, guys, down in the comments if you've ever utilized Black Hat SEO to one up on the competitors, because I'm interested in hearing your stories. And again, if you've enjoyed this video and gained some value from it, make sure you hit that like button. I look forward to creating some more. Cheers, guys. Have a great day.